10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, why you don't want to do your work? You have many assignments, right? Chill that. It's daily. I want to play game. Oh, you don't want to do your work? So you want me to hit you? You want me to rotan you? Wait, I find the hammer. No. My name is Muhammad Dini Putra bin Kamaluddin. My metric number is 1813427. So for our objectives, we have created 3 objectives, which is to determine the level of procrastination among IIUM students, to identify the relationship between gender and their level of procrastination, and the third one is to examine the differences between male and female students in procrastination. We have also created 3 research questions. The first one is, what is the level of procrastination among IIUM students? The second one is there any significant relationship between gender and the level of procrastination among IIUM students? And the third one is there any significant difference between male and female students in procrastination? For research question 2 and research question 3, we have created the hypothesis. First, for research question 2, the alternative hypothesis is there is no statistically significant relationship between gender and level of procrastination among IIUM students. For the null hypothesis, there is a statistically significant relationship between gender and level of procrastination among IIUM students. For research question 3, the alternative hypothesis is there is no significant difference between male and female IIM students in procrastination. And for null hypothesis, there is a significant difference between male and female IIUM students in procrastination. For our method, we use questionnaire survey method, and the questionnaire survey method we get from the procrastination scale. For population and sampling, we use convenience sampling method, and which we select from first year until 4th year of IIUM students. For data analysis, the collected data were analyzed descriptively using SPSS software, and the mean and frequency score was gathered from it to answer research question 1. For research question 2, we have used Pearson correlation coefficient to assess the relationship between gender and the level of procrastination among IIUM students. And for the last question, for research question 3, t-test was administered to identify the differences between males and females in their level of procrastination. Then, I will pass to my group mates to continue with their part.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adib Saiful Muhammad Aminuddin with my metric number 1814839. So next, we're going to talk about the research question number 1. So guys, our first research question that have been proposed during our survey is, what is the level of procrastination among IIUM students? Okay, so after the survey has been conducted by us, proposing 20 items in the survey, right guys, moreover, based on the questionnaire that have been answered by the participants, it shows that majority of the IIUM students were on the high level of mean, with the amount at around 4.21 until 5.00, which indicates that they were moderately characteristic in dealing with procrastination. What more interesting is, the item number 18 shows the highest level of mean, where the question touched about completing the assignments with the amount of number of mean with 4.06, which is the high level of mean in all of the question. So it shows that the IUM students shows a very delicate attitude in dealing with procrastination in themselves. So as we can see at the end of the result, that the IIUM students who participate in our survey shows that they were moderately characterized in dealing with procrastination.
I am Nashakira binti Ibrahim with metric number 1824130. I will present on the second research question, which is there any significant relationship between gender and their level of procrastination among IIUM students? So the first one, for the alternative hypothesis, there is no statistically significant relationship between gender and the level of procrastination among IIUM students. For the null hypothesis, there is a statistically significant relationship between gender and level of procrastination among IIUM students. Next is the linearity test. There are outliers in this data, as shown in the figure box plot of gender in their level of procrastination, and the observed values are positioned at the bottom of the lines. However, the linearity is not met, since the linearity line cannot be formed, as shown in this figure. Besides that, there is no linearity because all of the dots are separated and do not form a relationship or a linear line. Based on the scatter plot on this figure, the homoscedasticity is satisfied as the variance of residuals is near to the line. Okay, so here is the descriptive statistics, and this one is the correlation between gender and level of procrastination. It shows that there is no correlation between these two variables according to the correlation analysis, in which R is negative 0.172 and P is 0.332. Thus, as a result, we discovered that gender had no effect on the level of procrastination among students.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Natima Bada. My metric number is 1637800. Okay, first of all, my part I got the research question 3. I will explain the question first. The question is, there is significant difference between male and female students in procrastination. And then I will explain the hypothesis. The first hypothesis is there is no significant difference between male and female among IIUM students in this procrastination. And the next hypothesis is there is a significant difference between male and female students in procrastination. And the one important thing in this research, we found that the normality test is in the table show that the sample of in every gender is a good sample. Why I say like this? Because the value of P is more than 0.05. And the next point is about the homogeneity test. In this case, the table shows that the value of significance is more than 0.05, which is P is 0.681. So there is no significant difference in the sample within the gender. The next is about the result. The result from the research question 3 is there is no significant difference between male and female students.
In conclusion, study shows that our statistical count involved in various parts of kuliah, years of study, and gender. Also shows that the research question that have been provided also shows that the level of procrastination in IIUM student is moderate, which majority of them were moderately characteristic in dealing with procrastination. Also, the study shows that there were no significant relationship between male and female students in procrastination. At the end of the study, no matter what the result is, procrastination should not be normalized into our culture, especially among students, because bad consequences may occur when we do normalize procrastination. That's all from us. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.